What's up, everybody? My name is Steve in London, and this is another episode of MANover. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. We have so many goodies to go through. I am going to be showing you guys how to take those new makeup products right into summertime. You're probably like, how do I?
When do it becomes...
Right, exactly. You're probably wondering, what products do I need right now for spring into summer? Everywhere across the country, we've been experiencing some nicer weather. And so with that means, you don't want to do too much on the skin. You want to get the perfect products that are not going to feel too heavy, something that's also going to be long lasting and stay on your face all day, because we don't got time to be going in and out the house doing reapplications, honey. You want to do your beat, go to brunch and go. Okay, and so that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys today. Then we're also talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. Okay, I'm going to be talking about Kenya versus Portia and how I am over it. Okay, I'm over it. I'm ready to move on. Also, while you're here, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Steve in London. And girl, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Period. So the first thing you want to do as we're transitioning into warmer weather is get a primer that's gonna keep that makeup on. Priming is so important. Think about it like when you're painting a house, right? You can get bomb paint, but if you don't prime them walls, that color's never gonna come out the way you want it to. Listen, that's painted. That's a painted wall, honey. She went ahead and primed that. Okay, I took that from a black wall to a beige wall. Get into it. And it was all because I had a good primer. So you have to think about foundation the exact same way and makeup staying on your skin the exact same way. So the first product on the list has to be my one size, shout out to Patrick Starr, one size Secure the Blur primer. This primer is so good, you guys. Like, it is perfect for this exact same thing. If you want all day wear, if you want something that's going to lock in that product and make sure that it does not move. If you also are going to be doing something on the lighter of the foundation and you still want that nice filter-esque look to your makeup, this is it right here. This is what the packaging looks like. I love Patrick Starr. I actually met Patrick Starr a couple years ago and we hit it off. Check out the picture. Oh, okay, honey, because she got receipts. And Patrick is just a makeup pioneer and thebomb.com. I mean, look already. Look how that smoothed out my forehead, y'all. I also have nothing on my skin. I obviously did like my skincare routine and put some moisturizer on before we get started. But you can see the dark circles are showing. My dark marks are showing. I have no makeup on. So shout out to Patrick Starr. Shout out to you, baby. Love this. So you got your primer on. It's time to move on to foundation. And let me tell you, my favorite foundation for those warmer days as we transition into spring, summer, I'm all about a foundation that's going to be soft on the skin, mattifying because I get really oily and sweaty, and something that's gonna give me long-lasting coverage. When it's hot, girl, it's hot, I wanna sip on my rosé, I wanna be by the pool, I wanna be poolside macking, I wanna be flirting, getting numbers in the summer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna be feeling icky and ooey. And so my go-to foundation for this time of year is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation by NARS, okay? So again, Soft Matte Completion Foundation. I have mine in the shade Syracuse, which is medium deep 1. And what I love about this foundation is that it's super lightweight, super creamy, but gives you that mattifying and long-lasting coverage all day. Honey, and while we go ahead and blend that out, let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, what a season. I can't believe that, like, honestly, I feel like right now, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills are on track to have a better season than Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is, that speaks a lot. That says a lot. I don't know if you guys know, but ever since the trip to South Carolina that the girls took on the show, it just has been lackluster. I just feel like they're trying to find ways to keep bringing up this storyline to show. Also, I have a mirror next to me. If you see me looking off, that's what I'm looking at. I just feel like ever since the South Carolina episode, they're trying to find ways to kind of like keep making it a thing and keep bringing up this Bolo situation. If you haven't watched, honey, you need to watch, because that was a good episode. They did a Welcome to the Dungeon bachelorette party for Cynthia. where they brought a stripper named Bolo. And look, allegedly, one of the cast members, or two, shout out to Tanya and Portia, allegedly had sexual relations with the stripper when the cameras went down. And, you know, I personally am like, okay, if they got their freak on, they got their freak on. Like, shout out to them. Like, also, I want to check in about the foundation. You see what just happened? You see how I just literally put this on and it just blended with the skin and it still looks like skin? Shout out to NARS, y'all did that. I love this product. And you can get it at Sephora right now. So, you know, they allegedly had sex with Bolo, and I'm just like, okay, like, so what? Like, they had sex with a stripper at the cast party. The cameras weren't on. Both of these, one of them is in a relationship, so I guess how that could be a big deal for her. Tanya since has not been on the show, so I'm assuming that, you know, after all this drama, her and her man must have had a conversation, and he was like, okay, party done, no more show for you, you done, right? So we haven't seen Tanya since on the show. Who we have seen is Portia, who is very much just like, listen, I'm single, I can do whatever I want. I'm no longer with Dennis. If I want to sleep with Bolo, I'm gonna sleep with Bolo. Well, guess what? Finally, 6 episodes later, here we are now in New Orleans. Shout out to Big Frida, who was featured in last night's episode. I love Big Frida.
Girl down, you already know.
Kenya and Portia finally came to blows, which really wasn't even to blow. It was like a very immature conversation where they were just kind of going back and forth about, keep my name out of your mouth. Portia, that was kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, girl, she's on the show with you. Y'all are cast members. Don't tell her that she can't say your name out her mouth. Like, we gotta talk about you, sis. We gotta talk about each other. That's what's gonna keep the drama going. Hello. The conversation came about because Marlo, who is now friends with Kenya again, which happened on the same night that everything went down in South Carolina with Bolo. Portia has been feeling a certain type of way. Kenya has been feeling a certain type of way. Marlo definitely feels a certain type of way about being in the middle in between them, which has now caused this conversation for Kenya and the rest of the ladies. And Portia is just like, listen, so what? What if I did? Ooh, and it was good. It was so good. Now what? Portia is not giving the girls what they want. Kenya is there to do exactly what Andy is paying her to do. A lot of y'all don't like Kenya, but if Kenya doesn't partake in the drama, if Kenya doesn't play the villain, then there won't be nothing to talk about on this show. And this is what I mean by I'm over it. Like, I'm over the show because I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, why do we have to talk about something that happened 6-7 episodes ago to still, like, help this move forward? It just feels redundant and silly. It's almost like they're repeating exactly what was happening between Kenya and Nene, now with Kenya and Portia. And it's like, we don't need Portia to be the new Nene. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but even the way that, like, now all of a sudden Portia, which shout out to Portia, I think that's growth, I think that's amazing. You know, she's not really feeding into the BS anymore. But I feel like that was also the same tactic that Nene used last season and the season before, which was this very much like, I don't care attitude, I'm not gonna argue, I'm better, like, I don't have time. And it's just like, if you're not going to engage with the drama and give us a blowout, which is what we're all looking for ultimately, unfortunately, listen, I'm gonna be the first one to admit it, it's a guilty pleasure. We wanna see these grown women argue and bicker and fight, not because we want them to, you know, destroy each other and take each other down, but more or less because it's real life. It's what happens in our own lives, right? Like, I constantly say every day, my group of friends definitely need a reality show because we have a few Portias and Marlos and Kenyas, okay? Also, if you guys just saw me setting, I'm using Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Honey. You could also get this at Sephora. Fenty Beauty is one of their best products ever. I honestly swear by it. There's so much Fenty Beauty stuff. I'm actually using another new goodie from Fenty Beauty that I'm gonna show you guys in a second. But I just like to set a little bit with all over the skin with it. And this is just gonna, again, help and reaffirm the makeup stay on all day. So now moving on to baking, which is a really important part of that spring summer process, right? Because you, again, The goal is to not feel like you have too much on and keep the makeup on all day. So instead of concealing to bake it and brighten like I always do, I like to just go in with a little bit of setting powder or highlight powder. In this case, I'm using Huda Beauty's highlight powder in the shade Blondie. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender. And I'm going really light with this bake. As you can see, I'm just gonna go under the eye and on the side of my nose, really light. You want like a very thin layer. See, not too much. Because again, we don't wanna feel like there's 16 pounds of makeup on our skin, right? Like, see? Just super light. And this is again to just brighten up this area without having to do it with concealer and all of that. I'm also going to do the bridge of my nose, okay? And you wanna do this anywhere you want shape. On the nose, I do go a little bit heavier with the baking powder because I really want that nose bridge to pop. But I also bake under my chin a little bit. And then I also do this right under where I'm gonna place my contour, just so that way, again, I can give myself that face definition that I'm looking for and just lock in the makeup all day. Now, let's say you feel like, I didn't mean to get baking powder all the way down there. That's fine, just grab a loose foundation brush and just swipe in the areas that you don't need that product on as cleanup. See, just like that. If y'all didn't watch my Sephora haul TikTok, y'all tried it, okay? Because a lot of the goodies that I'm using today are actually from that haul that I did. So make sure you check that out on my TikTok. The link is gonna be below this video. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram at Stephen London for the full video as well. That's on there too. So one of the goodies that I got over the weekend was this Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo. Honey, this is the bomb.com. Okay, that's what I have to say about Pat McGrath right here. Another black brand at Sephora. So Fenty Beauty, Danessa Merrick's, which is now also at Sephora, Pat McGrath Labs. They are just so amazing at like really capturing the diversity that we need in the makeup industry right now. These brands are doing the damn thing. I love Pat McGrath. I believe that like the quality of her products are just fantastic, and this one is no exception. So this is the product, super, super cute, okay? Name of the description of the product is right here. It's also gonna be in my description, you guys. I love this product. It's my first time buying it, but it's not my first time using it. I actually have had Morel use this on me a couple times and a couple other makeup artists on a couple shoots use it. And I fell in love with it and I said, the next time I go to Sephora, I gotta buy it. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm using this a couple ways. First way I'm gonna use it is on my eyelids. So you guys know that I'm a big fan of just like a nice blush, contour, eyeshadow duo. If I could use one product for multiple things, I'm there. I'm in there like swimwear. So the first way that I'm gonna use this is going to be as eyeshadow. So you wanna make sure you put a base on there. I'm gonna go in with actually just a regular bronzer color in my eyelid using an eyeshadow brush. This brush is actually from Sephora as well. I'm grabbing my mirror and I'm just gonna work that bronzer color all over my lid. So as you work that color all over and you're done at the top of the lid, it's time to move on to the second step. Again, girl, it's spring and summer. We got to get to brunch on time because bottomless is only 90 minutes, right? And so here's the thing. We're in a rush. We're ready to go. You want something that's going to be quick and easy. And that's what I love about this, right? Same brush that you were just using, you want to go ahead and wipe that clean. And then you're going to go into your, again, Pat McGrath Skin Labs highlighter and balm duo. You're going to go into the highlight side. This is the shade bronze. Again, they have 3 shades available. I wanted something just bronzy that can work all summer long. And you're gonna go in with your brush and you're gonna place that right in the center of the lid. And it's just gonna give you that nice, do you see what's happening? You see that nice pop? And you know what? I'm gonna work it all over. I was gonna do just the center child, but you know what? We want them to see the eyes and the cheeks and everything going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work that all over. So now I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the baking powder under my eyes. using just a loose foundation brush. You want something big and fluffy. And you guys are gonna instantly see how we got that nice shape going on. Oh, you love to bake, honey. You love to see it. Get that bridge of the nose. Make sure you get under those eyes, and then same thing on the side, on the bottom of your contour. That's gonna give you more shape here when we go ahead and place that contour. So now you're baked, you're set, you got your first eyeshadow done. Also, I wanna give you guys a close-up of the shadow. Look how pretty that is. And we haven't even gone with mascara yet. So you remember how I kept saying that you want the guys or the girls to be seeing your cheeks all the way from across the street? These cheeks right here? Honey, well, guess what? You gotta get some cheek out, okay? This is Cheeks Out by Fenty Beauty by Rihanna at Sephora. You guys, this is their Freestyle Cream Bronzer. I am obsessed with this. You guys have no idea. You're gonna see it. I can't even lie to y'all. Look, it's already marked up because I done used it 100 times already. Let me try to clean it up a little bit for y'all, child. But it's just, I really love this product. This is the Cream Freestyle Bronzer. This is in the shade Teddy, so the number 5, okay? And in addition to this product, I wanna tell you guys about another Sephora must-have that you need to get the next time you're there. It's the Brush 47 by them, okay? Brush 47 by the Sephora collection. It's right here. I'm obsessed with it. As you can see, I'm literally dedicating it to this right here. What I love about this brush is that, like, everything you want to do with your fingers, this is the product for you. It literally gives you that fingertip application that you're looking for, so you ain't gotta worry about getting your fingers dirty. It's perfect for like liquids and creams like this. So you want something that's gonna be able to put the product on and not leave the fingertips marked, but still have that smooth, easy finish like if you were using your fingers. So get brush number 47. I literally got it for this, but I use this brush a whole bunch of ways. So you're gonna go ahead, as you can see, I've already used it a whole bunch of times. You're gonna go ahead and wipe down on the product, and then you're gonna apply that bronzer in the areas that you need it. So you can see I'm working the brush downwards, which is the best way to use the brush. And don't worry, you can go in with a beauty blender and blend out if you're not 100% satisfied with the finish. But I'm telling you, as an applicator, it's the best product, hands down. And I also love this Cream Freestyle Bronzer because I feel like the reason why she said Freestyle is because you really can use it 5,000 different ways. I know girls that have used this as a concealer to cover up a mark, if this is obviously your skin shade. I've used this as a base in my eyeshadow look. I actually did it over the weekend. And you can also use it even as blush, honestly. They have some really nice, pretty colors that you can use as blush. So when they say Freestyle, honey, they mean it. And again, I got this at Sephora during my Sephora trip this weekend. Boom, 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 boom. And while we do that, I wanna wrap up on this Kenya and Portia situation. Kenya, leave Portia alone, because now you look crazy, sis. If you keep coming for Portia, it's gonna look like you're just itching and begging for a storyline, and it's just annoying. Like, clearly we know that you're just doing what they told you. I know that you're doing what the network told you. And I know that this is not your fault. I blame Andy, okay? Shout out to Andy at Bravo. Because I know that you are carrying the season on your backs. If you don't argue with Portia, then what are we going to watch every Sunday, right? So I get it, but like, leave her alone. When they go low, you go medium, like I always like to say, okay? And it's just not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. Like, if Portia did hook up with Bolo in South Carolina, why the hell do we care? Also, I use the same brush, you guys, to contour my nose. I like to go right under the bridge of my eyebrow for a more defined nose and look. It also makes the contour look a little bit more natural. But you see that? And then you're gonna use the flat side of your beauty blender just to kind of blur out any harsh lines that you may have and to kind of make sure that everything is working with each other. See that? See that? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this Freestyle cream bronzer is where it's at. So before I move on to highlight, I want to go ahead and finish up the eyes with some mascara so that way we are done in that section. And I'm using L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. Nice, simple, classic. Find it in your drugstore. We love her. We love to see it. I'm just going to work this all over the lash. Really light strokes. You don't want to do too much. We want to keep it light and fun. On the bottom lash, I do make sure that I get as many lashes as possible because I feel like it just gives it that like final complete look. It really like kind of balances out the top to the bottom. So now that we did the eyes, we did the foundation, we set, we contoured, we bronzed, it's time to go back in with that Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo Girl right over those cheeks. So we're gonna go in balm first this time, and I'm gonna show you guys also what it looks like if you use this directly on the skin instead of using a brush. So you wanna place the balm right on top. See, already that, just the balm. So like, here's the thing. If you wanted to literally just go with this, like if you wanted something really neutral and natural, this is it right here. That's just the balm, okay? Same thing here on the other side. Boom. You guys, and also the way to describe this is not heavy. It doesn't feel like you have Vaseline on or anything like that, like, or like lip gloss on your face. It's very light. It's a really lightweight balm. But look at all the way that that already does, right? Now on top of that, we're gonna go in with that same bronze color that we used in our eyeshadow. This is just gonna bring everything together. So this, I like to tap as opposed to spread. And once I've tapped it, then I go in with my fingertips and kind of just work that over. See how that just blends in with that contour so well? And if you went too low, like I just did, it's okay. Just grab a foundation brush, come down to your cheeks. You don't need that all the way on this side of your face. You know what I mean? You want to just work that product almost like a C, right? Like a C right there. So same thing on the other side. I'm gonna pat the product down right above my cheekbone and around on top of that contour. And then I'm gonna just blend that in using my fingertips. And it just gives you that nice summer glow that you're looking for. If you wanna be generous and like, go ahead and do the bridge of your nose, you can do that too. I'm gonna go in with just the bronzer side and just place that on the bridge of my nose. I like to do a little bit more on the tip and then just a little bit on the nose, on the bridge. Same thing on your forehead with whatever was left over. And you know what? I also want to just take the eyes to the next level. So I'm just going to go in right under the brow bone with that same color and just do like an all over kind of thing. Boom. There we go. Skin, honey. Skin. You see that? It's so light. It's so lightweight. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin, you guys. Like, it literally is a full makeup look, and I don't feel like I have nothing on. Kenya, Portia, why don't we just spend some time doing this, okay? Why don't we just, as a sisterhood, sit here and be our faces and be cute together and win as opposed to trying to tear each other down over some bolo mess. Like, don't nobody care. I will, though, be getting Cynthia Bailey's take on everything that's going on. Like I said, I will be interviewing Cynthia later this week, and I am going to ask her what her thoughts are on all of this. Should we just let Bolo Gate and South Carolina Gate go? Maybe she thinks that Kenya and Portia could be friends again one day. Who knows? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Thank you so much for watching today. Again, all of the products that I got will be listed in the description, as well as gonna be popping up over here. Shout out to Sephora for all these amazing goodies and all these amazing dope brands. NARS, Pat McGrath, Fenty Beauty, the Sephora collection. Amazing dope products. Go get them right now. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you on the next episode of MANover. Bye.